Hey guys, Jenny Weems here, aka Booper. I just thought I'd get on for a minute. Um, Sunday is BBQ Fundraiser, and tomorrow night is the last night to put in pre-orders so that Chef Beth can shop and cook and prepare. And so it'd be awesome if you shared. And hey, Kimberly, hi, lovely. It'd be awesome if you shared about the barbecue fundraiser with people. That'd be really greatly appreciated. And that would be super, super helpful. And it's also going to be some yummy barbecue. So the pre-orders have to be in by tomorrow night, Wednesday, April 21st. And then you can pick them up on Sunday, April 25th. Oh yeah, there's totally a link. I will put it down in the comments after I close this out. Or if you go, I think you're on Facebook, Kimberly, I can't remember. But if you go on Facebook, there's a Facebook event too. Or if you go to my website, boopersboobies.com, all the links are there. So go to boopersboobies.com. That'll be the easiest thing. Actually, I'll put it right here. BOOPERSBOOBIES.com. Post. You're perfect. Thank you, ma'am. So anyway, I also kind of wanted to get on here because I've just been a little down the past couple days, I guess. And I had my brother, one of his friends, said something to him about like, oh, she always gets on there and she's always so positive or whatever. And it's funny because I don't really, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I just looked and it said boopersponies.com. Oh my freaking gosh, that's so funny. All right, sorry, I was going to say something serious and then that caught my eye and it made me really laugh. And it changed it to Booper's Ponies again. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. Okay, let's try this one more time. Let's try it like that. That should work. Anyway, so she said something about how I get on here and I'm just like positive and everything's gravy and kind of things like that. And on my Caring Bridge, I post a little bit more. On here, it's not that I don't post things that are not positive. It's funny because I don't think of myself that way. I think it's just because like I try to be transparent, but also kind of give you a little bit more of a digested rundown of like, hey, this is happening and this sucks, but these things are good. And I just don't want anybody, like I'm not one that really likes the whole worry hand-wringing thing. And there's genuinely nothing to worry about. Like genuinely, I'm gonna make it through this. Recurrence numbers are concerning, and if there's a recurrence, that's concerning, but I'm gonna make it through this and it's gonna be fine. Do you know what I mean? So like in part I tried to frame that in that light. And also I know several people that are going through some really scary cancer, and I just don't want you all to think that that's where I'm at. So I have a rare cancer and an aggressive cancer, and but everything's going really well, and my responses to the chemo are going really well. And so I'm super fortunate in a long list of ways, and I don't want that misrepresented by getting on here and being like, this sucks. And that being said, I'm struggling a little bit, and I thought, maybe getting on here and sharing that would be, I don't know how to explain it. So why am I struggling? I'm struggling because being sick for a long time is not the easiest thing to do. I find that days leading up to chemo days, my adriamycin days, and thankfully there's only 4 of those, and I have 2 left. One of them's tomorrow. And those days leading up, I find that as it starts getting closer, that my mood changes a bit. I find that I struggle a little bit more, and it's interesting, that whole like psychosomatic, like Pavlov's dog thing. Like, I find that as chemo draws nearer again, that I start feeling bad and I'm just down, you know. So tomorrow's a chemo day, and it's not really that. It's funny because chemo days are hard because I feel so sick when I go in there. Like, and it's not really the infusion, it's just like all the smells and like the psychological piece of it, I think. And I really am like doing really, really well. But it's a lot, you know? And I feel kind of like bad. I think kind of what makes it a little harder too is that it's like, you know, it's like when you have an experience and then you hear about, like, it's like that experience, it feels like you hear about it everywhere. And so it's like, now it just feels like cancer is just like coming out of the woodwork, and there's a lot of people that I care about that are having some really scary stuff happen with their cancer, people that I've known, you know, and it's like upsetting, you know. I don't know. I'm sitting here like, yeah. It's been a rough, I don't know, like in a lot of regards, it's been wonderful and blessed, and it's been not hard, you know what I mean? And then in other regards, it's just tough kind of sitting and waiting for it to be over. And at the same time, it's passed pretty quickly, you know. It's passed pretty quickly. And I've got 2 more left, and tomorrow will be another day behind us, and then May 10th will be the last one, and then the scans, and then the surgeries, and then the radiation. And I'm just kind of ready to have my life back, I think. You know, I'm ready to, and it's been really good, and my kids have just been great. Maylee and Britton seem to be doing really well, and my mom and my sisters being here to support us has been amazing, and I couldn't imagine this without them. And just kind of ready to be able to make plans, and I don't know, I'm ready to be in charge of my life again, instead of cancer being in charge of my life and chemo being in charge of my life. And today's just kind of, I think it's just been I don't know, like there's certain days that come and you just feel like, it's just a little sad, you know. I don't know. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, maybe I shouldn't have done this. The prayers and the thoughts are really appreciated. You can see the adriamycin, I'm losing my eyelashes and my eyebrows, which doesn't bother me. My hair is funny because it's, you can't really see it in here, but it's kind of growing in like a little bit of white fuzz. Who knows? I might just decide to stay bald, because I don't really mind being bald. Anyway, just, I don't know, ready to have my life back. And it'll be over soon enough. And at least I'm not in the position that a lot of the people that I love are in. Thanks, Caitlin. I'm ready ready for this to be over. I'm okay. Like, I really am okay. Just, I'm ready for this to be over. And I don't have to face, like, I'm sitting here like, gosh, why am I crying, you know? And I don't have to face, like, the uncertainty that so many people have to face. Like, I mean it. This is going to be fine. And I'm not just, like, saying that. Like, it really, really is going to be fine. And so, like, I don't have any question about that. I don't have any doubt about that. You know, it's going to be fine. And, you know, chemo's going really well and my responses are going really well. I think I'm just kind of over it, you know? Golly. Sorry. I know I don't need to be sorry, but I don't know. There's part of me that part of not having nose hair part of not having nose hair is that it's kind of hard to tell when your nose is running, believe it or not. And so you get these like surprise and my eyes have a tendency to water a fair amount, particularly this one. And part of not having eyelashes is it's kind of hard to tell when your eyes are watering. I mean, of course, I know I'm crying right now, so like I know my eyes are creating water, but it's funny because my eye will start watering and I usually don't feel it till it's down around about here. But anyway, I don't really have anything to be crying about other than the fact that I'm just ready for this to be over, and there's a fair amount left, and which is fine. Like, it's really fine. I don't know why I'm crying. I think I'm just ready for this to be done. So this is my sharing on a little bit of a not so great emotional day, even though physically I feel fine. And just, you know, every now and then, they don't happen often, but every now and then it's just, and I find that it's when chemo's about to happen again that it's just like I'm ready for this to be over and to get back to my life and to be able to dictate my life instead of chemo and cancer and treatment dictating my life. And that's that. And most days I'm fine. I really, really am. I really am fine. Most days I'm really fine. And, you know, I may not feel great or something, but I have so much to be thankful for. And this house is just so much better. And my home and my family are at peace. And there's much to be said for peace in your home. And, you know, we haven't always had that. And so super, super blessed. I'm super blessed. I'm just super, super blessed. But, not but, and I'm also ready for this to be over. So, I don't know, I just wanted to share, I guess. I do have days like this. Not many, though. They're really, really rare. Like, really rare. And like I said, just mostly surrounding, like, when chemo comes. And also, I think I've been struggling a little bit because one of the things that chemo does too is it kind of shuts down your ovaries, and so it like throws you into this little menopause situation, and that's a lot of the hot flashes stuff. But the other thing that I've been struggling with like the past, I don't know, 6 weeks is like having these, just like feeling cranky and not acting cranky unless I'm playing a card game with my mom, because she kicks my butt all the time. And even though I've never been a person that gets mad when I lose games or anything, ever, I've never been that person. Oh my gosh, in the past 6 weeks, I've been almost intolerable to play with her. And it's just her. So I don't know what the story is there, but anyway, that's kind of my menopause symptom, is like, what the heck is happening that I'm getting mad at losing games? I don't know, I'm super, super grateful, to have Maylee and Britton here, and Dominic and Nicole's support, and my mom and my siblings, and all you guys. I'm really ready to get back to life and just kind of pretend this never happened. It's taken a long time, I think, for it to like sink in. And it's still not really sunk in. Like, it still doesn't seem real, if you can believe that. And I think maybe just the times it seems real is just like the days leading up to chemo and the dread. Just the dread that comes with it. But we've only got 2 left, so at least it's a good thing that, it's taken this long. And I'm really grateful that my chemos got switched, because of the clinical trial. I had Taxol and carboplatin and the clinical trial drug first for 12 weeks. And then I had the harder adriamycin and cyclosporin and the clinical trial drug. And the adriamycin really wrecks you. So anyway, that's it. And I think my hesitancy in sharing things like this, or having you see me like this, is just creating worry or concern, where it's just like, this is a snapshot of this thing. It's a snapshot. And literally 95% of the time, it doesn't look like this. And, it doesn't look like this. You know what I mean? And so, like, I hate posting something like this and leaving this idea that this is what it looks like all the time, because it doesn't. I mean, I don't even know that it looks like this 5% of the time. But also, last couple of days it's been really building up, and I think I didn't really look at my schedule. I was just thinking chemo was on Monday, and I just kind of don't look at it at all. And then Sunday night I looked to see what time I'm supposed to be there Monday, and I forgot. I was like, oh crap, I totally forgot this is the week that chemo's on Wednesday, because my doctor is out of the office on Monday. And so I just kind of was like in distracted denial all weekend long, and was like, okay, cool. I made it through, and now I'll have chemo on Monday, and just get Monday over, and then we'll be good. Let's just get Monday over, and then we'll be good. And then we only have 1 more left. And so Monday wasn't chemo, and so then I had like a whole another 2 days to just kind of like perseverate on it. And it's just like, oh, like as much as, one girlfriend said like, oh great, you have another 2 days to feel good. And I was like, you know what, that's how I need to look at it. I have another 2 days to feel good. Like, that's great. I have another 2 days to feel good. And then like I was doing well, I thought, and then like last night I was just kind of not doing great, and then today I've just been not really great. And it's not anything that like I show my, like, I don't want to say show, but it's not anything that I like take out on anybody or anything. Do you know what I mean? And it's just the dread of a chemo day. So anyway, I kind of don't want to get off here and leave you guys with me being like, I don't want to leave you guys with me being all cry, but like I said, this is a small picture of of my cancer and chemo, and it's not at all what so many people I know have to deal with, and it's not the fear of survival that so many people I know are dealing with right now. And I think that's kind of been upsetting me too, is just knowing that there's people that I know and care about and love that are just really scared, you know? And so for me, I'm not scared. I'm just dreading it. I'm just ready for it to be over, you know? But there's so many people, there's several people that I know and love right now that are not only dreading it and want it to be over, but they have to be afraid at the same time. So, anyway, just a snapshot of today. I love you guys. I appreciate you being there. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. And I'll even be better when tomorrow's over. And then we'll only have one more left. And then there'll only be one more day of pre-chemo dread. And, yeah. So, this is just pre-chemo dread, and that's all there is to it. So I love you guys very, very, very much. Very much. And thanks for being there. And thanks for listening. And please don't worry. And thanks for your love and your support, and for making me laugh, and for being there, and just eager to get this all behind us. So I love you, and we'll talk to you later.